Is working along with me, and Dick, you've just come from both dressing rooms. What did you find out?
Well, Lyle Alzado is understandably nervous, and he is having visions of knocking down Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is looking forward to the show. Alzado's looking forward to the fight.
Should be a good one. Ali Alzado here on NBC Sports World later today. And everyone, along with Dick Schaap, this is Sam Nover at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. It's about 90 degrees in this outdoor amphitheater, and nearly 20,000 people have come to see Muhammad Ali fight Lyle Alzado. And Dick Schaap, how do you appraise it?
Well, I think we have to keep in mind that it is an exhibition. Alzado is exhibiting a rocky streak and a certain amount of courage, and Ali is willing to exhibit his overweight body.
Well, earlier today, Dick visited both dressing rooms for these interviews.
Lyle, you're about to fight Muhammad Ali. Are you Rocky, or are you just crazy?
A good comparison. Rocky was crazy too, but no, I just think this is a great challenge for me, and if I prove to do well and execute the things that Bobby Lewis has taught me to do in training, then it could be an opportunity for me to begin another career.
Do you think, though this is an exhibition and there's no official winner, do you think you can beat him?
Well, if I didn't think that I could do well and have an opportunity or a chance to beat him, I wouldn't be getting in the ring. I'm fighting against the man who's probably done more than any athlete the past century, but at the same time, I'm not afraid of anybody physically, and I think for me to do well against Muhammad Ali is imperative right now. There's a lot of people behind me, a lot of people believe in me, and even though there's not scoring the fight or anything, if I have an opportunity to put him away, I'll do it.
Well, you've heard the innermost thoughts of one Lyle Alzado. Let's now see what the former heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali is thinking.
Is he in danger of getting hurt?
No, I won't try to hurt him. I just want to beat him up, stick him, beat him up, not really try to knock him out or try to hurt him. It's up to him. I'll have to feel him out, dance around, see what he's got, see if he's dangerous, if he's throwing in his serious punches. And if he looks like he can take a little, put on him. If he can give it back a little more, put on him some more. And we might just go toe-to-toe if he's good. I have to weigh him. Now, he might fall on his face in 2 rounds. He might just be in terrible shape after 6 rounds. So.
Well, you didn't look in great shape when you were over in Europe a few weeks ago. Have you been training hard since then for this fight?
No, I wouldn't train. I haven't trained at all. I'm way overweight. I did a little bit of running, but I have enough to whip any football player in the world. In the ring, there's no football player. It took me 25 years to throw a left jab, to learn how to dance, to move, to face myself. Ain't no man gonna come out of football and jump into my field now and master Muhammad Ali. No, man.
But do you feel funny at all going into the ring against someone who's...
No, it's fun. It's a new thing. I'm doing something new. I'm in the clouds. I'm in that orbit. I'm over all athletes. I have to go into new worlds. Now I'm challenging football players. After this one, if you have another football player anywhere else out there listening to me, get ready, get the dough up, and I'll be there to meet you.
Well, you've heard the thoughts of both fighters. We'll be back with the first round action of this exhibition bout in just a moment. Here we go with round 1. Dick Schaap, Sam Nover, ringside at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Ali, at 230 pounds, has already come out with the Prince scream that he is so famous for. Look at this, Dick.
Now he's trying to scare him. He's doing his dance. Alzado said he wanted to start slow, and he certainly has so far. I don't think he expected Ali to come out quite that aggressively.
Probably play for a couple of rounds. He has fought in 95-degree weather before. I doubt very much whether he has fought a mile up in the sky.
He fought at over 100 degrees in Kuala Lumpur when he fought Joe Bugner, so he understands heat if he doesn't understand altitude. Of course, then he had to fight a fighter. There are quarterbacks all over the country who are rooting for Muhammad Ali today.
Lyle Alzado at 243 pounds. That's the lightest he has ever been since he turned professional as a football player with the Denver Broncos. They say he has some style. He's an excellent body puncher, so they say. But in the early moment of round number 1, Lyle Alzado looks a little befuddled, as well he might.
At least he's gotten a couple of punches in, and he can now say that he is the first man to sack Joe Namath and smack Muhammad Ali. He's smacking him now, but I don't think he's doing very much damage, no matter what Ali pretends.
Ali feinting the bolo punch. Ali said beforehand that he's looking forward to this type of fighting in the years to come, the exhibitions. Maybe Ed Too Tall Jones, the former Dallas Cowboy, might be next. But now it's the moment for Lyle Alzado as 20,000 of his Denver Bronco partisans cheer him onward.
One of those is his coach, Red Miller, who wants Alzado to survive but not to look too good because he'd hate to lose a defensive lineman.
1 minute to go in round number one.
Ali, as a showman, is doing a nice job. He's letting Alzado get some punches in. He's not embarrassing him, and he's putting on a show. He's not making it dull.
Dick, we should mention that there is no scoring system for this bout at all. Look at Ali. There will be no verdict, unless it's a knockout, of course. Dick and I will select the winner ringside after each round, and we invite you at home to do the same thing. Just pick a winner at the end of each round. Let's see if we can't determine one. Look at Alzado getting in a couple of good body punches along the rope.
Alzado wishes that some quarterbacks would stand that still and let him take a shot.
I mentioned the referee, Joe Ulmer. 3 knockdowns in any one round will end the bout. That's about the only rule they've got in this thing. And that they'll fight 3-minute rounds. Number 2, Muhammad Ali already up in his corner. Lyle Alzado, managed by Bobby Lewis, who took the U.S. Olympic team to Munich in 1972.
I get the feeling that Alzado is trying to hold his stomach in while Ali is trying to puff his out.
Little movement, shift over and work your jab, right? Okay, let's go.
Sam?
There's the bell sounding the beginning of round 2. How'd you score the first round, Dick?
Well, I think you have to give it to the former champion just because he's the former champion.
And I join you. Round number 1 to Muhammad Ali.
Alzado has not inflicted any noticeable damage yet, but it's nice to see him moving around like that, throwing punches. He's trying to do his best, is what he said he would do. He has no illusions that he is at this point a great fighter or a good fighter, but he's showing courage.
He has picked the tempo up considerably here in the early seconds of round 2. Ali now has backed him into his own corner. Alzado with a good left jab. Listen to this crowd react with every punch that Alzado throws. He obviously has yet to hurt Ali.
Ali said, you know, lots of men have tried to hurt him and have not been able to, and he doesn't expect a football player to hurt him. But at least the guy is trying. He's taking some of Ali's jabs. Occasionally he hits Ali in the hand with his jaw.
Well, Ali said that he wants to use this as a barometer as to whether or not he would be capable of becoming a professional fighter. The Denver Broncos don't like to hear those kinds of words being spoken, Dick. I wonder how he'll make the judgment. I mean, he knows he's not going to beat him. Presumably, he won't beat him here today.
I don't know. I think it's a very hard judgment to make. I mean, Alzado is 30 years old. It's kind of late to start a new career, even though he was an amateur fighter, and he lost only once as an amateur. But he's fighting a 37-year-old man who is not trained at all for this fight.
Alzado seems to be far more comfortable here in round 2 than he was in the opening round. He's exchanged some punches with Ali, taken a couple, and landed a few.
I think even Lyle Alzado, as brave as he is, has to have started off in awe. And some of the awe may be fading, the butterflies going away, the nervousness. Oh, he's playing a few games, too, which Ali will enjoy.
1 minute to go in round number 2. A cloudless sky here in Denver, Colorado. Lyle Alzado with great expectations, not only a dream of beating Muhammad Ali, but at one point he had hoped dearly that he could attract 50 or 60,000 in this stadium, a stadium that holds 75,000 and is jammed to capacity every time Alzado performs his normal job, that of a football player. But there is 20,000 here, and I think with all the cynics around Denver, that's a respectable turnout, Dick.
Yeah, I would have expected more people to come. I think the idea here is good. The show is good. Nobody says it's a serious fight. It's an exhibition, but those are serious punches being thrown.
The best flurry of the day. 15 seconds to go in the round. Number 3, I give that one to Lyle Alzado, round 2, Dick.
For guts, for showing up for it.
There you go.
Give him on that basis. He got some good advice between rounds from Bobby Lewis. The advice to not be awed and don't get mad, because that's what Ali will then make a toy of him if he loses his temper.
Well, I hope you're scoring along with us. The 8-round exhibition, we have it 1-1. Ali, the winner of round 1, Alzado, round 2. Alzado looking a little bit more intense at this particular juncture.
I think Alzado is moving better than you could expect. Fighters, the earlier fight, which was a heavyweight bout of professionals who have been fighting for many years, neither of those fighters moved as well as Alzado is moving. And it's not, you know, the shameless farce that it could have been.
For those of you who think that Alzado is fighting strictly on a lark, he does have some boxing experience. It has been 10 years since he's had the gloves on, but as a youth, Alzado fought 45 times as an amateur, winning 44 of them, including the Midwestern Golden Gloves Championship. He is now starting to taunt Ali and playing with him, and the crowd loves it.
The crowd loves it. I don't think Bobby Lewis loves it. But it's the proper spirit of the thing, and he should do it.
Well, I don't think Ali's ever seen an opponent scorn like Alzado. Alzado has grown accustomed to giving that look to opposing offensive linemen over the year, and Ali doesn't look like he's seen it very often.
Actually, this is an easy afternoon for Alzado because he's used to being gouged, bitten, held.
Out the left jab. Some of his pre-fight banter included thoughts of, it took me 25 years to learn how to jab. How does this football player in his wildest dreams think he can stand in the same ring as I? Whoa, good overhand right by Ali, the best one he's landed. Look at Alzado shake his head.
Another one came in.
Ali landed twice, right in Ali's corner. With his trainer, Bundini Brown. A half a minute to go in round number 3. Lyle Alzado, the Denver Broncos All-Pro defensive end, fighting in part for himself, in part to fulfill a lifelong dream, and in part for charity. Under 10 seconds to go in the round. And a good one for Ali, Dick.
Yes, Ali's punishing him.
5 seconds, Ali. Have to walk all the way back. Do that head and body around.
The bell starting round 4. And I think we'd have to give that one to Muhammad Ali. I would anyway, Dick.
I would give it to Ali, too. And if I didn't, Ali would probably come after us. I think it's interesting to note that Ali's corner has so many familiar faces in it. Wally Muhammad is there. Bundini is there. Gene Kilroy is there. But the man who's missing, of course, is the most important man, Angelo Dundee. That indicates that it is an exhibition, not a fight.
And Bobby Lewis, as we have mentioned before, has been giving Alzado the same instructions during each intermission, and that is, do not get angry. That is what Ali is waiting for. Ali has taken on a more serious posture here in round 4. He did, in fact, in round 3, stalking Alzado.
He just scored with 2 glares. 2 glares got in.
We'll give him a point for it.
Another glare right there.
Give him a point for that.
Alzado was ahead on smirks, though.
And Alzado toying with Ali. Muhammad sticking out the chin, inviting Alzado to hit him.
Watch it. Remember that. Leroy used to do it to you.
Very interesting confrontation.
That should be Mount Rushmore, that chin sticking out there.
We had a
I bet I bet Alzado has dreamed of seeing that chin thrust out at him just like that. What a beautiful target, but what happens after you swing?
We ought to freeze frame that up for eternity. Minute and a half to go in round 4. We've got Ali ahead 2 rounds to 1. How about you?
Work that jab. Work that jab.
But Rudini is starting to talk in the corner. That means that the corner at least is beginning to take the fight seriously. But there's no pleading yet.
And wobbly need it all. Ali into Alzado's corner, and they clinch for a moment. Sam Nover, Dick Schaap, we're ringside at Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. An 8-round exhibition. This is halfway point for us. Muhammad Ali and Lyle Alzado. There will be no verdict out of this particular arena, and we have invited you to join us in scoring each round as you see it.
Alzado has to report to training camp tomorrow morning. Has to begin football practice tomorrow. I suppose this is a good way to get ready for 2-a-days.
We're under a half a minute to go in round 4. There is an incongruity here. Alzado has spoken repeatedly, Dick, as you know, about perhaps turning professional at some point. Yet he needed the permission of the Denver Broncos, and in fact, I understand, pleaded with them to allow him to go ahead with this exhibition.
The NFL will allow Ali to play football if he wants.
Under 10 seconds in round number 4. Very entertaining thus far. Now let's go to Charlie Jones at the Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan.
Last one.
Yeah, close the show now. Close the show, Tim.
One round to go in this 8-round exhibition between Muhammad Ali and Lyle Alzado that Ali has really controlled throughout. We have it scored 5 for Ali, 1 Alzado, 1 even. And earlier in this fight, of course, Ali stuck a thumb in Alzado's eye, but was very playful and did not take advantage of that unfortunate circumstance. Round 8 upcoming. Here we go, the final 3 minutes of the 8-round exhibition. Ali Alzado. Ali has won all but one, with one ending in a tie, so he would thus lead 5-1-1. And to show you how much confidence the Denver Broncos had in Lyle Alzado's boxing talent, they took out a $1 million insurance policy with Lloyd's of London that pays the Broncos for every day that Alzado doesn't play due to a boxing injury from this here fight, Mr. Schaap.
I don't think he's going to suffer any injury. I don't think Ali is either. Ali's corner has asked him to turn out the lights, but I don't think he's really going to go for a knockout. I think it's more like his old line about him being so fast that he can turn out the lights and be in bed before the room gets dark.
I wonder what Ali will be asking his entourage when he goes back to the dressing room. He won't ask him, did I win that fight? What will he say? How did I look? Did I dance well? Did I entertain the folks? Did I earn my money?
I think he'll ask if he entertained, because that's really what he wants to do and what he has fun doing.
Well, I would have to say that in light of all the cynics and the writers here in Denver who really thought it was a farce, I think Alzado has been a good cut above any of that stuff.
Alzado has shown no fear. Reminds me of what a coach once said about an athlete of his. He said he doesn't know the meaning of fear or most other words. That is not intended at Lyle Alzado.
No, of course not.
Who is a good young man.
Well, let's see in the last 2 rounds. Alzado can at least rally for the partisans here. Ali has left himself wide open, has put himself into the corner. And as you can see, Alzado momentarily working over the body of Muhammad Ali. And Ali says, come on in, work on my tummy. There it is. I'm not particularly thrilled about this ending, Dick. I think it could have had a little better ending than this.
Well, he needs to work on his stomach. He wants to get it down in shape. And
I see. Like a medicine ball.
That's it, sir.
I see. All right. Well, we had 7 good rounds. Nearing the end of the 8th round, an 8-round exhibition. Muhammad Ali and Lyle Alzado. And while there has been no official scoring, we here at ringside have been fairly unanimous that Ali has won it hands down. How about you at home? I don't see how you could really disagree very strongly. Ali has been most fair to Alzado in the situations where Alzado was vulnerable. There's a good flurry at the end. More slaps than punches, but very entertaining.
Very good. Very good.
Well, it's all over. Muhammad Ali has helped Lyle Alzado realize a lifelong dream to fight in the same ring. He didn't allow him to fulfill all of that dream, however, because Alzado wanted to stand over a fallen Ali at some point in this particular bout. It didn't come to pass, but he demonstrated some intestinal fortitude. Let's take a look at some of the body punching here that went on late in round number 8. Alzado and Ali trying to end in a flurry as the people have piled into the ring here. Alzado with the left. And Ali content in the corner to just cover up, knowing that Alzado at this particular point would do him no harm at all. Nobody got hurt. There were no knockdowns. And while there is no official winner of this exhibition, it's obvious that Muhammad Ali was in control. We'll be back here in a moment. This is Sam Nover back at Mile High Stadium in Denver. Now let's go up to the ring and Dick Schaap with Lyle Alzado and Muhammad Ali.
Lyle, how do you feel? You fought Muhammad Ali for 8 rounds. How do you feel?
Like I went to school. Exactly how I feel. You know, I needed to know what I had and what I had to do to become a champion. I mean, I'm not in the class Ali is, but, you know, he's the greatest fighter of all time. And I'm not just saying that because he's standing here. But I had to know what I had. He hit me a couple of shots and maybe could have cleaned up on me, but he let me go to see what I had left to come back with. And, you know,
the reason I got off of my thumb hit your eye, remember?
Yeah.
My thumb got in his eye. For a moment he couldn't see, and in a professional fight, they wouldn't stop a fight because of that, but it's hard to see.
You know,
Tell me what you have learned. Do you want to fight more?
that I would like to speak with Bobby Lewis and
I'll say this.
Muhammad Ali.
He's got a chance to be a world champion and surely a top contender because I did my best for 8 rounds, and he held his hand. So I'm sure he'll work with it. He don't want to brag. He'll work with any of the things out there today with some training.
Let's take a look at some of the fight. We've got some of it here on the monitor. If we can just get him to step away now here, we'll take a look at the fight. Tell me what you're seeing, Lyle. Lyle, tell me what you're seeing here on the screen.
Well,
the fight.
what's happening is I'm trying to fight with him, and obviously, you know, he's got so much technique that, you know, I'm obviously new to the game, and I'm trying to pound away, and I don't have the technique that is necessary to land on him and score on him. If it had to score the fight, it'd be pretty obvious that I would have lost all the rounds. But what I learned here is a lesson, and that's what I needed to know to make a decision in the future. Muhammad has become a friend of mine, and I want to sit down and talk with him and Bobby Lewis and decide what they feel that I can do and what I should do.
What the average man wants to know is, what does it feel like to get hit by Muhammad Ali?
How about standing underneath and having a birthday party with your family and having the building next to you fall on top of you? Is exactly what it felt. He hit me with a straight right and a left hand that I saw double for about a round and a half, and I think he let me go. He let me go for me to regain my composure.
I backed off on the one point because as long as I'm trying to clear it out, this happened to me. Then you can be hurt because you can't see good. So I backed off until he cleared his head.
What about if he fights Too Tall Jones?
If he fights too, oh, you know, you're talking about the greatest heavyweight of all time. I mean,
I'll tell you something. I hate to take this from an interview, but I'm not boasting. No, I'm not making excuses. I haven't trained one day this fight. I ran about 2 weeks, but I haven't had time to train. But if I fought Too Tall or anybody else, I'm sure I'm not. This is my last real exhibition because they're taking too much out of my body.
I'll tell you something. He gave me a chance maybe to be the last man in the ring with him, and I'm going to have a copy of this. And when I'm an old man, I'm going to call Ali up and I'm going to say, Muhammad, come to my house, I want to show you something. And then I'm going to tell him, see, I beat you on a decision.
I'll give you the decision. You're the winner by decision, Lyle Alzado.
Well, the Muhammad Ali-Lyle Alzado 8-round exhibition is history. Both fighters having proven something to themselves Alzado now having to make the determination whether or not he wants to leave football in the future and become a professional boxer. Dick, how'd you feel about the whole thing?
Well, I think there were some people who were afraid that this would be demeaning to Ali. I don't think it was demeaning. It was a show. He put on a show. I think some of his more recent professional fights where he won only by the grace of his reputation were demeaning. Not this. This was the consummate showman at his work.
Well, one thing I know for sure, I've been in cooler places. For Dick Schaap, this is Sam Nover bidding you goodbye from the mile-high city of Denver. Meeting in the ring for the first time, and earlier